Hello everyone, my name is Rysons and welcome back to Rice Fix. And guys, the lock cylinder of this Vespa LX get damaged many times. If you guys have faced that problem, then see that you comment below and let me know. So in this video guys, I'm going to show you guys how to replace the lock cylinder of the lock of this Vespa LX and also the lock cylinder of the seat, because otherwise you will have to carry two keys guys, and both the lock cylinders come together. How much they cost, how to replace them, all that I'm going to show you in this video. So it is going to be a very interesting video. So see that you like the video now only, and if you are coming on this channel for the first time, see that you subscribe and keep that bell icon pressed so that you will not miss any of my future videos. So without any further ado, let's get the video started. Guys, according to my experience, I feel that the lock set of this bike goes bad again and again. How many of you guys have faced this problem? Do let me know in the comment section below. So I'm going to replace the lock set of this Vespa. What problem I'm facing here, that I will show you first. As you guys can see, I am rotating the key. When I turn the key from off to on position, the bike doesn't turn on. Keep a note on this light guys. The moment that light comes on, it means that the bike is in on position. I will first turn the key in off position, then I will put it in on position. Now when I put it in on position, you guys can see that the green light is still not lit, so it is not on yet. Then I have to move the key a little bit like this, and then it goes in the on position, as you guys can see. Now my mom is the one who is riding this bike, and she is facing a big problem guys. When she takes the bike, there the key doesn't turn on. That is the reason why I am replacing this lock, so that my mom will not face any more problems. So to replace this, first you will have to open your glove box by pushing the key inside like this. Once you open it, inside of this you will notice 3 screws. You will have to take all these 3 screws out. This is how the screws look like. The bottom 2 screws are slightly longer than the one which is there on top. So once you take out these 3 screws, you will have to come on the front side and you will have to take out this emblem. So put a screwdriver inside of this gap and pry this emblem out. Now inside of this you will notice a screw. So take this screw out, loosen it completely. You might not be able to take it out completely because it is positioned in such a way. So let it be like that only. Then you will have to push this part on top a little bit and take it out completely. Now keep this on the side. Now underneath this you will see there are 2 screws. Take both these screws out. You can see here how these screws look like. Once you take out these 2 screws, you will have to take the rear view mirrors out now. You will have to rotate the rear view mirrors like this, and you will have to take them out completely. Because you have to take the entire headlight fairing out guys, to take out the glove box assembly which is there below it. Now behind this headlight fairing there are 2 screws. Both these screws you will have to take out now, and this is how these screws look like. And now guys, you will have to pull this front part of the fairing slightly towards the handlebar and then take it forward, because there are clamps from inside guys. As you guys can see, this is the clamp. So you will have to pull the front part towards the handlebar like this and then push it forward, and it will come out easily like this. Now you will have to disconnect the headlight, unplug the headlight, unplug the other light plug as well. And once you disconnect both these plugs, your headlight fairing is now totally separated from the bike. Keep it on the side. Now on the back side of this headlight fairing, there will be 3 screws. You will have to take these 3 screws out. Now the first screw which I took out was a minus screw, for which I used a minus screwdriver, as you guys can see. But the other screw which was there on the other side was a plus screw. So this is what happens guys. In one spot there are 2 types of screws. This is the reason why I had made that video on how to decide which socket to use on which bolt, because this type of things can happen guys. I might tell you one thing, but on your scooter there might be another thing. So whatever socket I tell you to use, it might not work for you. So see that you go and watch that video without fail guys, where you will come to know exactly which number socket to use on any of the bolts, because I have shown in details in that video. So once you take these 3 screws out, your back side of the fairing will come out like this. You will have to keep it on the side at the moment, but it is still connected guys, so leave it like that. Now you will have to go near the glove box assembly and you will have to pull it out. Now this glove box assembly is kind of stuck here. You guys can see that. It is because guys, the pressing system is behind your locking system. While putting it back, I will show you guys how exactly it is. Now from where I am sitting and taking the glove box out, there only you will have to sit, and you will have to put your hand inside, and you will have to move that locking assembly on the side a little bit. And once you do that, your glove box assembly will come out like this. Now still there is the choke connected to it guys, but you don't have to take that choke out. For the moment, just keep it on the side like this. So let's see what I have bought from the service center. And from the service center I have bought this switch which goes on the back side of the Lockset. Actually I don't have to replace this, but still I will replace it. And then here comes my 2 lock cylinders which I will be putting on the bike now. If you see on the bill, the complete key switch has cost me 169 rupees, which is the green one. Then the set of cylinders has cost me 406 rupees. So 575 rupees was the total cost of my spares. I have bought oil also, some O-rings as well, which has cost me more, but on that I will make a separate video. So don't worry about it. But at the moment, let's take out these two cylinders and let's see how they look like. Now these lock cylinders look something like this. You will get a new key here. Now these new lock cylinders I will put on my lock. But before I put this in, I will have to take out the old lock cylinders. And I will also have to take out the switch which is there on the back side of the lock. So to take out the old lock cylinder, you will have to put the key inside of your lock first. And you will have to keep it on off position. Once you keep it on off position, push it inside like how you open the glove box, and by keeping it pushed you will notice that there is a clip lock here. So you will have to take a screwdriver and you will have to pry out this lock clip. Once it comes out a little bit, you can easily pull it out with a screwdriver like this. Once you take this out completely, keep it in a safe place. Now this lock clip looks something like this, as you guys can see. You need this again when putting everything back again. Once you take it out, your lock set will come out like this. Now inside of the lock hole, it looks something like this. Now in that groove, you will have to match your lock cylinder. So now guys, you will have to take out the lock cylinder from this assembly. So keep the key in off position and you will have to tap on the back side with a hammer like this. And this lock cylinder will come out like this. As you guys can see, this is how it looks like. And inside of this assembly, you guys can see what is the system. Now I will apply some grease inside of the lock assembly. But before that, I will take a cloth and I will wipe on the inside. And then I will use my smallest finger and I will apply grease on the inner side of the lock assembly, so that my lock will turn smoothly and operate nicely. Once I apply the grease, I will get my new lock cylinder. Now on the new lock cylinder, I will show you something. When you take the key out, then all these things come out, as you guys can see. And the moment you put back the key inside, then all these things go inside like this. So you will have to put the key inside and then put the lock cylinder inside of the assembly and put it inside properly. Now the next thing that I am going to show is a very important thing, guys. So watch carefully. Now the moment you take the key out, your lock cylinder will get locked inside, as you guys can see. But the moment you put in the key, you can rotate it. Now watch carefully, guys. You will have to put this entire assembly inside of the chassis now. And the moment you put it in like this, it is still not done yet, guys. You will have to match the cylinder on the inside. Here it is not gone inside properly because the assembly is not pushing yet, guys. It should push inside. When I turn the key, it is rotating, but when I try to push it inside, it is not going inside, guys. So the pushing mechanism is still not in place, with which we open the glove box. So now here my mechanism is in place. Like this, your lock set should push inside. Once it aligns inside properly, it will start to go inside like this when you push it. My key is still in off position. Once it starts to go inside, just keep it pushed and get the lock clip and put it inside. Once you put back the clip lock in position and once you push it inside properly, your front lock cylinder has been replaced. If you only want to replace your lock cylinder and if you don't want to replace the switch which is there on the back side, then your job is done from here, guys. But I am going to replace the switch which is there on the back side, guys. Now here I am done replacing the front lock cylinder. My key is rotating nicely and smoothly here and it is pushing inside also properly, which is a very good thing. Now I will go near the switch part, and as you guys can see on this also there is a clip lock. So you will have to rotate this clip lock and bring it on this side first, and then you will have to pull it out easily like this. Once you pull it out, your switch, if you pull it out, it will come out. Now see that you keep this clip lock in a safe position, guys, because we want it when putting the switch back. Now when you pull the switch, it will come out like this. This CDI unit comes in the middle, but you will have to pull it out nicely and carefully. So here comes out my switch. Once you take it out, see that you unplug it, then get your new switch and plug in your new switch. Once you plug in the new switch, put this switch inside and the clip lock which you had taken out, put that clip lock back and rotate it and put it in position like how it was. And with this you are done replacing the front lock cylinder and the switch as well. Now you can start to close your bike. While closing the bike, what problems you can face, that I will tell you now. This glove box assembly, when you try to put it back, you will get stuck a little bit because behind of this there is a locking mechanism, as you guys can see. This pushing mechanism should go behind your lock, guys. If you look at it from this hole, then you guys can see that this mechanism is still not yet gone behind the lock. It is stuck in the middle. If it stays like this, then your assembly will not go inside, guys. So like this you will have to push it and you will have to put it behind the lock like this. And it should go behind of your lock like this, guys. Once it reaches there, your assembly will now fit nicely and it will come in position. Now fit it properly. Once you fit it properly, and once your lock is aligned properly, I will turn my key on and I will check. Now as you guys can see, when I'm turning the key, then how nicely it is turning on. You guys can see that here. Even if I move the key a little bit, it is not turning off now. This is very relaxing, guys. Now the 3 screws which you had taken out from inside of the glove box, put them back. Then put the back fairing of the headlight in position and put back the 3 screws which you had taken out from here. Once you put all those 3 screws back, the 2 screws which you had taken out from here, put them back. Then get your headlight assembly, plug in both the plugs, adjust it nicely and slowly. Don't make a haste and break the clamps and all. And once you put it inside properly and slowly, the 2 screws which you had taken out from the back side, now it's time to put them back. Now you will have to put back this part and the screw which we had taken out, now it's time to put it back. And the emblem which we had taken out, now it's time to push it inside. With this you are done replacing your one lock set. How to replace the lock set on the seat, I will make a separate video on that because already this video has become too long, guys. So there you have it, guys, there you have it. I am hoping that you found this video useful. If you found this video useful, then see that you like and share it with your friends and family, guys. And if you guys have not yet subscribed to my channel, then see that you subscribe to my channel and keep that bell icon pressed so that you will not miss any of my future videos. Till then, this is Rysons signing out. Until we meet again.